Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to my desk, not the actual library, because it's time to unbox another book box, obviously. It's the JLG box. I get these every month. As I always say, these are chosen for me, but I did approve of the selection in the end, and I could trade any if I wanted to, but it's been so long since I've done that, months ago. I have no idea what's in this box, and I had to tear the box to open it this time. So a little sneak peek in there. Literally fourth of the box is gone, the lid, because I couldn't get it open. All right, let's do this. So I'm gonna be shocked this time, I think, because I really don't remember anything. I don't think anything exciting was coming this time. Oh, I already lied. The first one's exciting. I know what this is. A Place for Vanishing by Anne Freystadt. She is the author of What We Harvest, which was a horror novel that was really popular last year, and it was a relatively new release, obviously. And I don't know much about the author, but I know that that book was a KBA book, Kentucky Book Award nominee, and it was one of our summer reading choices last summer. So that's why I remember it, and the students really, really liked it. Oh, wow, look, she's really young author. So I'm just assuming that this is gonna be horror. Sometimes we all want to disappear. Let's see on the back. Ooh, a twisting gothic maze of a book that led me down crooked halls and into secret rooms toward revelations I couldn't possibly predict. I sank into this novel and couldn't hardly come up for air. And that's from Courtney Gould, who's the author of Dead in the Dark and Where Echoes Die. Eerie atmosphere, insects, and insects most foul. Okay, well I don't really like insects. Creepy. Haunted. Oh, a chillingly inventive take on the haunted house. I love haunted house stories, as long as they're not possessed puppet stories. Looking at you, How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix. She's bipolar. She got recently diagnosed with bipolar 3 disorder, and the tragedy that preceded it. Libby knows she and her family need to find a new normal. So they go to a new house. It's supposed to be a fresh start, but the new house turns out to be anything but normal. Scores of bugs haunt its winding halls. Towering stained glass windows feature strange insectile designs, and the garden teems with impossibly blue roses. And then there are the rumors. The locals, including the mysterious boy next door, tell stories about disappearances tied to the house, stretching back over a century to its first owners who supposedly hosted legendary masked seances on its grounds. Libby's mom refuses to hear anything that could derail the family's perfect new beginning, but Libby knows better. The house is keeping secrets from her, and something tells her that she has the key to unlocking them in the eerie bug-shaped mask hidden throughout the property. Okay. We all wear masks to hide our imperfections, to make us stronger and braver, but if Libby keeps hers on for too long, she might lose herself and everyone she loves. Oh, it's like V for Vendetta. You wear a mask so long, you forget who you were beneath it. Wasn't that Gordon? I think it was Gordon from V for Vendetta that says that. Anyway, love that quote. Love that movie. So I guess I'm going to read this because I love haunted house stories. I didn't know that's what this was, so I'm pretty excited. It's kind of long, like 450 pages, although the font is like, pretty big. The margins are big. The page, there's not that many words per page. So I'm gonna read that one. That sounds really good. Next we have, what is this? It's tall. Ooh, I've seen this before. I think I've seen it advertised, but I didn't know it's such a tall book. Like, look, compared to this one, it's really tall. Tinder Beast by Lizelle Sambury, author of Delicious Monsters and Blood Like Magic. Now I have heard of Blood Like Magic. So is this, let's guess, looks horror. I mean, clearly, maybe it's also some fantasy. Maybe there's a monster. I don't know, this creepy hand is freaking me out a little bit. It says, as the saying goes, haunted people haunt people. Ooh, and this story is careful to make its ghost and monsters painfully real. Horror, paranormal, and real life terrors. It turns light onto the cycles of trauma and the ghosts that follow. A haunted house thriller packed with cryptic mysteries, dark humor, and bone-chilling twist. So, at its core, Delicious Monsters is a screaming declaration to the world that Black girls are complex and flawed, capable of everything, and that we matter. And it was Brittany Morris that said that, author of Slay. It's scary, emotional. So it sounds a lot different than this one, but I mean, obviously they're both horror and they're both haunted houses. They're the perfect family until you scratch the surface. So it sounds like there's a lot more going on just with this family in general. So you've got Sunny Bear. She has 4 siblings, but only one is a murderer. Well, I'm hooked. I really don't want to know anymore, do you? It's kind of a mystery. They have to track somebody down. She realizes her other siblings have dark secrets too. She has to choose, preserve the family she's always loved or protect the brother she barely knows and risk losing everything her mother worked so hard to build. So this one has more themes, I think, I don't know. I can't say that for sure. I've not read the other one, but very different. It's very different than the other one. And it's also pretty long. over 350 pages, and the pages are much bigger on this one. So this one's a little bit bigger, I think. So it doesn't sound quite like the book for me. I just like a regular haunted house story. I don't need anything else going on in it. If it's realistic fiction with haunted house, not a fan. Just me personally. But I did actually enjoy, and it was kind of a haunted house story. It was Tiffany D. Jackson, White Smoke. I did like that one, and this sounds similar. I'll see what the reviews say about this one, and then maybe we'll check it out. Next, I can't tell from the back. I would always just see the back. Let's guess. From the back, I don't know. I see some pink, so maybe it's romance. Oh no, it's not romance. I know what this one is. This is, oh wow, the cover, the spine is so different. This is one of my most excited books of the entire year, and that is The Invocations by Krystal Sutherland. I don't know anything about this book, but the reason I'm excited is because it's the author of House of Hollow. Love House of Hollow, recommend it all the time. Can't wait to read it again. Super eerie, creepy, kind of like a weird fairy tale. Like the ending is wild. The ending's one of my favorite endings of a book ever. It turns everything on its head, and like you should definitely read House of Hollow. It's so good. It's YA. I mean, it's not really like really scary or anything. It's just like YA creepiness, and it's so good. I loved it so much. So this is the same author, and I don't know that she's written anything else. Maybe she has. Yeah, she's written a couple other things. But this one, I don't know if it's going to be mystery or horror. Let's see. The other one's more horror, kind of, but also mystery. Also sort of a fairy tale. I don't know if this one's going to have... Oh, I guess it is going to be supernatural. I was just going to say, I don't know if there's anything supernatural. 3 girls, 1 supernatural killer on the loose. Wait. 3 girls and 1 supernatural killer. That's exactly what House of Hollow is. There's 3 sisters with the last name Hollow, and they have a supernatural killer on the loose trying to get to them. Wait a minute. Is this the same book? It says Zara Jones believes in magic because the alternative is too painful to consider. That her murdered sister is gone forever and there's nothing she can do about it. And the other one of their sisters has gone missing. Rather than grieving and moving on, Zara, or Zara, however you say it, decides she will do whatever it takes to claw her sister back from the grave, even trading in the occult. Jude Wolfe may be the daughter of a billionaire, but she is also, I love her names too, Jude Wolfe. Like, she comes up with such cool names. The other one's like Iris Hollow and Gray Hollow. I loved it. Maybe the daughter of a billionaire, but she is also undeniably cursed. After a deal with the demon went horribly wrong, her soul has been slowly turning neurotic. It's a miserable existence marred by pain, sickness, and monstrous things that taunt her in the night. Now that she's glimpsed what's beyond the veil, Jude's desperate to find someone to undo the damage she's done to herself. Enter Emir Byrne, I don't know how you say his name, I don't know, Byron, an orphaned witch with a dark past and a deadly power, aka the solution to Zara's and Jude's problems. Though Emir, I don't know how you say it, E-M-E-R, Emmer, lives a hard scrabble life. So it is about these 3 different girls. They're not sisters, but okay. I mean, it's still 3 girls, kind of like House of Hollow. She gives away her most valuable asset, her invocations, to women in hopeless situations who are willing to sacrifice a piece of their soul in exchange for a scrap of power. So of course it was going to be supernatural. Why didn't I realize that? It's called invocations. It makes you think of like witches. Zara and Jude are willing, but first they have to find Emir. When Emir's clients start turning up dead all over London, a vital clue leads Zara and Jude right to her. If a serial killer is targeting her clients, Emir wants to know why and to stop them. She strikes a tenuous alliance with Zara and Jade to hunt the killer before they are next, even if she can't give them in return what Zara and Jade want most, a sister and a soul. I mean, I'm kind of confused. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention, but I'm not exactly sure what all that is about. So... I mean, I'm going to read it because I loved House of Hollow. A decent number of words per page, about 300 and almost 400 pages. So yeah, there's Invocations, new Krystal Sutherland book. We'll definitely be reading that. So I'm already going to read 2 of the 3 we've unboxed. That's crazy. That never happens. Okay, next one, definitely not for me. I can already tell by the cover. Yes, I'm judging it. I hope this doesn't find you. I kind of like that it's a sentence and that only the first word is capitalized, obviously, because it's I, but it's more of a sentence than it is a title, which is cool. Author of This Time It's Real. I don't know if this is like maybe a sequel. Let's see. Doesn't say. Is it a sequel? It's angsty. It's a heartstring tugging romance between 2 sympathetic leads. Poignant, charming, tender, fake dating trope. There's gonna be fake dating. A heroine fake dating in Beijing. In short, it's a fun rom-com with loads of heart that is easy to fall for. So, okay, a rom-com. I'm not like a huge fan of. Oh, the author is Anne Liang. Let's see. It says this girl's Sadie Wynn is perfect on paper. She's the school captain, I guess, I mean, whatever team she plays on, valedictorian, and a pleasure to have in class. It's not easy, but she has a trick to keep her model student smile plastered on her face at all times. She channels all her frustration into email drafts. Oh, that's funny. I guess that's why it's called that, because she never sends the emails. I hope that doesn't find you. She'd never send them, of course. Well, maybe she shouldn't be writing them, because I'm assuming it's going to get sent. She would rather die than hurt anyone's feelings, but it's a relief to let loose on her power-hungry English teacher or a freeloading classmate taking work for her credit. Or taking her credit for her work. All Sadie's most vehemently worded emails, vehemently worded emails are directed at her infuriating co-captain, Julius Gong, whose arrogance and competitive streak, and I'm sure he's a love interest, have urged Sadie since they were kids. And here's the quote she says to him: "You're attention-starved and self-obsessed and unbearably vain. I really hope your comb breaks and you run out of whatever expensive hair products you've been using to make your hair appear deceptively soft." Sadie doesn't have to hold back in her emails because nobody will ever read them. That is, until they're accidentally sent out. What a surprise. Overnight, Sadie's carefully crafted, conflicted-free life is turned upside down. It's her worst nightmare. Now everyone at school knows what she really thinks of them, and they're not afraid to tell her what they think of her either. But amidst the chaos, there's one person growing to appreciate the real Sadie, Julius, the only boy she's sworn to hate. Yeah, not gonna read that, but it sounds fun. Like, but the premise, once you know the premise, I'm like, is it really gonna be that exciting? And it's already kind of not coming apart, but it just doesn't look like it's super put together right there. Anyway, probably not the book for me. And finally, our last book. Let's throw that on the floor. Oh, I did swap this one. I picked a really, really random book. It's nonfiction, and it's, I think, adult, but also for young adults. It's a biography, and it was called I Survived Capitalism, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Founder and CEO of Tunnel Vision, and I just thought this sounded so good and so clever. It says there's punk optimism, cinematic storytelling, and a moral center, undeterred by what everybody else does. This book presents the life and death money scenarios that real people face. Madeline covers class, college recruiting, home ownership, and workplace rights with a brilliant sense of humor and warmth. Relatable to millennials, but I also feel like the kids today are gonna like it. The harsh terrain of poverty and inequality, class, and oftentimes unforgiving, hard-won financial lessons. And so a lot of our students are asking like how to save money. So we've ordered a lot of books recently about starting your own business and how to invest your money in different things. So I just thought that this one sounded really fun. Apparently this is a TikTok star. I don't even know who it is. Madeline Pendleton. I'm sure people do because I just don't know anything about TikTok. But anyway, there's, I believe, a lot of cursing in this book. Not a lot, but you know, I mean, it's funny. Like she tries to make it funny. And I think it'll really appeal to the students. Oh, and the subtitle is Everything I Wish I Never Had to Learn About Money. So we'll see if it gets to be popular. Like I said, I kind of just picked it on a whim after reading the synopsis. We shall see. I mean, no place like home, working for the weekend, making it out, student loan debt, here I come. When you're here, your family, fun employment instead of unemployment. We're comfortable, rags to rags. So it's like making it out of a recession, navigating college, figuring out how hard to work, how to rent a house or apartment, how to build credit, how to negotiate higher pay, how to build a car. I think that sounds really helpful. So hopefully this will be told in a funny way, and maybe a lot of students will like it, and I can even buy other copies. So that's our April unboxing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you found something you want to order for your library or just to read in general. I might read this one. Possibly. I'm 100% going to read this one, and I'm probably also going to put this one on my radar. Will I get time to read any of them anytime soon? Who knows? I'll have to see if they're audiobooks, because that's probably how I will read them. I should go put them on hold right now though before I forget. I've got to stop doing these unboxing videos because, I mean, I'm not really going to, but every time I just add more and more books to my TBR. My TBR is too big. It has over 500 books on it. I need to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think of, or would you read any of these, and I will talk to you again later. Bye.